right, guys, today's error analysis. Let's look at this problem. It says Matthew solved the problem below. His work and answer is in bold. Find the quotient. We have 4 and 5/12 divided by 2 and 1/6. So Matthew, he did 4 and 5/12 divided by 2 and 1/6, and his answer he got was 2 and 5/2. What I want you to do is I want you to take a second, I want you to pause, and I want you to determine what Matthew did wrong, what his error was, and how we can correct it. All right, so when we divide, just like yesterday, when we divide fractions, we have to keep, change, reciprocal. Okay, we have to keep 4 and 5/12, change our division to multiplication, and we have to flip or find the reciprocal of 2 and 1/6. But how am I going to find the reciprocal of 2 and 1/6? What's the very first thing we should do before we do anything else? That's right. We have to change these mixed numbers into an improper fraction. And do you remember how you do that? You have to multiply, then add. Multiply, then add. So 4 times 12 is 48, plus 5 is 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So we have 53 twelfths, okay, for our first factor. Our second factor, we have 6 times 2, which is 12, plus 1 is 13. So we have 13 as our numerator, and we keep the denominator, which is 6. All right, and so now we can keep, change, and now we're going to find the reciprocal. So we've got 53 twelfths times 6 thirteenths. Now we can multiply. Before we multiply, let's see if we can cross cancel anything over here. Okay, I know that 6 and 12 are easy peasy, so I know that 6 will go into 12 2 times, and that 6 will go into 6 1 time. So now I have 53 halves times 1/13. So let's see. Is there anything that will go into 53 and 13? If you think. I don't think there is. So we're going to take 53 times 1 and 2 times 13. So now we have 53 times 1 is 53. 2 times 13 is going to be 26. Now we can't leave it in this form because we have an improper fraction, because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So there's a couple different ways that we can do this. The best way that we've learned this year is to do some long division. So when we want to do division, we set up our numerator inside. All right, and the denominator goes outside because it's the divisor. All right, now we have to think to ourselves, will 26 go into 5? No, because 26 is bigger than 5. Okay, will 26 go into 53? Yeah, it will. How many times? Let's try 2 times. 2 times 6 is 12, carried by 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus this 1 that we carried is 5. So we have 53 minus 52, and when we subtract, our difference is 1. Now, there's nothing else for us to run down, so our remainder is going to now become our numerator, and the divisor is going to go back to being our denominator. So the final answer should have been 2 and 1/26. Now, if you look, Matthew got 2 and 5/2. So what did he do wrong? Well, if you look, first of all, he didn't keep, change, reciprocal. Second of all anyways, my bad. He didn't change them to an improper fraction. Okay? What he did is he did 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 5 divided by 1 is 5, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. So he just did it all completely wrong. Okay, so when you write yours, or what we could say is that Matthew, I'm going to call him Matthew, did not change the mixed numbers, I'm going to abbreviate for short, into improper fractions. Matthew, whoops, I spelled Matthew wrong. Matthew also forgot to keep change reciprocal. And there you have it. That is Matthew's errors and how we can correct his work. Tomorrow we'll look at, actually tomorrow is Friday, so we won't have one Friday, so be looking for our next error analysis on Monday. I'll talk to you later, guys.